This is your spiritual reading for the month of May. I'm running a little bonus here. If you guys get your videos up to 100 hits, I will do a bonus video. I'm working on spirituality for the reading, so whatever month you hit 100, I will top up the video with a bonus love and sex. And if we're on spirituality, it'll be love and sex. If we're on love and sex, it'll be spirituality. If you want work or general type reading, you can just print that in the link in the, in the, what do you call that, comments below, and then I will take that into account when I'm topping up the bonuses. So if you get the video to over 100 hits, like, share, share with friends who might want to watch it, If you get your hits over 100, I'll give you a bonus reading for the month. And then if I'm working on next month's videos and it don't hit 100, then it just won't go through till the next month. Then you have to work on the next month's video. So if you want a bonus into another genre, that's how you do it. Okay, Pisces. Here's your spirituality reading. First card. Just going to try and get into it here. First card from the Gaia deck as we dip into the softer side here. The card you get is Zero Choice. So there may be some choices you need to make here having to do with spiritual lessons, spiritual things in your life at this time. It's interesting here, they have 3 doorways in the picture, and I'm not too sure. There's 2 that go off sideways and 1 goes up, almost like one choice here can bring us up in ascension, is the sense I get. Okay, that's your first card. Second card. 7 of fire, or sorry, 7 of earth. Yeah, this is the chakra. There's a lot of chakra systems being lit up in this deck. This guy here, he's on fire. Yeah, a lot of snakes, right? They burn their skin. Not burn their skin, but their skin peels in cycles. Showing the cycles of the tree, the fall, the spring, the summer, how it fruits, and then how it dies off in the winter. This is being highlighted here. Burning away of the old and making way for the new is really what I'm getting. Evolving into the new is what I'm getting as well. And that throat chakra is just being exaggerated in 3D to me. So there may be, the sense here that we have to talk of the choice that we have made. I feel like we may have made a spiritual choice inside of us, but have not made mention of it outside of us, so a need to speak from this is the sense I get. Next card. 19 emotions, yes. I did an extended read about mental health. Check that out, because Pisces really dealing with a lot of emotions at this time. We have a heart. They're making me aware of the little talismans on this woman's sword of truth. They have a butterfly, which speaks to transformation. They have the spiritual symbol here having to do with all of the, how do you word that? All of the things in the universal spiritual realms that can help you. And then the heart as well. So I feel like, again, you along with a lot of people are in the midst of purging our emotions. Again, there's things here we may not want to see, or may be hard for us to see. We may be dealing with. We are dealing with, at this point, some of these emotions is the sense I'm getting. Dealing with the truths of the matter has led us to purging the emotions in this way. So there is a sense of old ways going out the window. Again, a lot of this is happening internally for the Pisces, so we may not be speaking of it yet out in our atmosphere, but we are being guided to do so soon. So there's a sense we need to tell someone about it. So those closest to you, we may be getting into modes where we're going to communicate with people that are in our circles in order to really set the tone for where we are, is the sense I'm getting. Yeah, they're going, we'll go with that. Good enough. Okay, next row, the chakra deck. On top of the choices that need to be made here, again, I feel like that has to do with our physical life. There's choices, but it's spiritual. Spiritually, we've come to the conclusion, but in our physical world, we have to still do something about it. Speak to it is one, in order to create either boundaries or, you know, or definitive ways that we're going to go here. But anyway, on top of the choice, we have the Four of Coins. The Four of Coin can speak to being miserly or not sharing, right? This guy is building up his finances and he just doesn't want to share with anyone. He's quite happy and lucky with all that he has, but he's not going outward. This may be part of, I mean, we're talking about spirituality here, so this may be part of it. We are learning a lot in our spiritual selves and may not be speaking of it, because again, that Seven of Earth speaks highly to not speaking about where we're at and what we're, so I'm getting a lot of levels here. I'm getting, we're really, how do I put that into words? The Pisces doesn't know either, is the point. Because it's like, we have just spiritually gone interior. And we're figuring things out on a soul level. Not really talking or communicating with many about what we're figuring out here. And the sense is we're keeping it all to ourselves. Now, I do feel like there's certain things we have realized in the way of our own life and how to run it within ourselves. And that speaks to the emotions and purging and realizing things and having to deal with those realizations. Now, when we get back to the choice here, the Four of Coins is a sense of, I don't want to make a choice, or I don't want to deal with, you know, what I found here. So the sense that we're understanding on a spiritual internal level, but not wanting to go to our physical world and balance that out. Okay, that's the only way that I can say it. It's going to sound sane. And the Four of Coins amplifies the fact that we're really going to sit and hold on to this, whatever we found here, and not wanting to make a choice is really what I get there. Not wanting to make a choice about what we found out spiritually here. Because I think when we look into all the stuff that we've looked into, it brings us to an emotional level where we have tears, like decisions have to be made. But I feel a lack of wanting to make those decisions in the real world. Okay. On the 7 here, again, the chakra system and the old into new. I feel like there's a real shedding of a skin spiritually here for the Pisces. And they're learning a lot. Leaps and bounds, tons of stuff here. But because we're learning all of these things, there's things that are burning away. And it's almost like we don't want them to burn away. We want to keep them, but we can't. Because we got to evolve. And in order to evolve, we got to let go of this, that. This is what I'm getting. So there's a sense of kind of clinging to a past way or a past thought process or a past thing that really is no longer good for us, is burning away spiritually. What do we get on there? The devil. Yeah, that's really what it is. An addiction is something here that is not for our highest good. Okay, so that is really what it is. That's pretty simple. Something trying to pull you away from your evolution path here, really. And this could be in the form of a person, an idea, a mentality, belief system, this kind of thing, that's kind of holding you back from evolving. Okay? On the emotional center here, what do we get? The Four of Wands. Pretty card. Four of Wands is really about stability. And I mean, this is all in abundance and transformation with the butterflies. Give me a minute here. Our truth will set us free is really what I get with these two cards. When we look back to the emotion card, the 19, the emotion card in the Gaia deck, it's like the universe is laying that sort of truth down on the Pisces. Pisces going, oh no, I can't handle. So they're crying their eyes out because of what they've learned. They've seen the truth of matters, really. And we just want to stay in our delusional self, right? Pisces was happy there. In order to face the truth, this is sad. It's not the way I want to see the world. This is too dark, too messy, too much. They want to go back to living in lollipops and unicorns, right? And so this is really what it is. And the Four of Wands really is the next step, is overcoming that we see. It is the truth. It is the realization of all of this stuff upon us. We can no longer live here knowing this. And that's the thing. We got to move out of this la-la land mentality. And what do you know? When you get into the Four of Wands, it becomes a great, beautiful, wonderful place, even greater than where you were at. But we don't see that yet. But this is the future of where the Pisces wants to go spiritually. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into the third line because I'm anxious to see what happens. Over the Four of Coins again, not wanting to make that decision. Now, it's not wanting to see the world. We had rose-colored glasses and everything was light and fairy-hairy. Now, our glasses are broken and we're seeing things for what they are. You know, the lamb is no longer a lamb, it's a wolf. And we don't like it. It's snarling at us. It's ugly. It's vicious. We don't like it, right? So this is hard for us to see. The Four of Coins is the energy of wanting to keep it undercover, fighting that. Now on top of that, we get denial. Doesn't that just spell it out? Shit. Okay, sorry. This is really where they're at. There's an evolution process here that wants to happen for the Pisces. They do not want it to come because they were happier, or what they've depicted as happier in that other energy. No less. Denial, right? This guy's reaching for the grapes. They're not yet ripe. And the sense here is the Pisces not yet ripe to move into this, what you call, universal advancement. But it's coming. No, like they don't have a choice at this point. But this is the denial they're having. Okay. Now on top of the devil, again, the advancement of burning up the old, making way for the new. The devil gets in the way there because he really wants to keep you undercover. He wants you to see the sheep. No, it's a sheep, I swear. And the tail's wagging, and the eyes are popping out. You know, or not the eyes, the ears are popping out of the. You know, it's a wolf. It's like, yeah, I'm a sheep. See, pa. You know, he's jumping around, trying to still play the game here. But the Pisces kind of knows. They kind of know. They don't want to know, but they kind of know. They see the ears are getting pointy and da. So what do we get there? We get success. Now, when I get the success card, it means overcoming the devil energy, because again, the evolution process cannot be stopped. Our eyes, we can close our eyes, but when we open them, there's the wolf is going to be there. You know, you start out with a white curly coat, but you're going to end up with that gray white coat that's just scary as F. So there is some success here. Now we're going to see how it unfolds. Now as we go into the emotions, right? Because this is really the down and dirty, the Pisces getting into their emotional center. Again, don't have a choice anymore. So the emotions, if we've been stuffing it, are going to get into places like where it is no longer conducive. Not conducive, but appropriate, right? Where it's no longer appropriate. We're going to be at work busting our emotions. We're going to be in front of, you know, family or visitors, and suddenly we can't keep our emotions in check. This kind of thing. So the sense that they gave me was that the Pisces is finally dipping into that. They know they can't stop it on an internal level. So they've dipped in, and this is what's coming forth. The Four of Wands, this is going to create stability for their future. What do we get there? The moon. Give me a moment. I get a good feeling here. You know why? Because they're going, look at all the purple. Look at the violet. What is the violet? Violet is about advancing about higher knowledge. It's about the highest frequency in the color range here. So the moon and the black cat always has secrets, right? They can have secrets of their own, but they are in full view of everything there is being seen. Unlike the moon in the tarot that I usually get here, I feel like there is nothing hidden from them at this point because they've purged. They've dealt with their emotions here, and they're suddenly seeing things without rose-colored. And what do you know? There's a good hue here to, and you know what else? We can deal with it. We can deal with it. We didn't want to deal with it. And I think pushing it away from us, pushing that emotion away, saying, no, we were doing more harm pushing it away than we were actually dealing with it. Because we can get through it. We can, slowly chip away at sitting down with your emotions and just letting them flow. So the moon here, I feel like, is illuminating in this card. I feel like it's almost like the sun, but there's still secrets. But they're good secrets. They're secrets that the Pisces comes away with. And those secrets are, I know what's going on. I see clearly. I'm not going to get fooled anymore. I feel like the Pisces is the black cat walking through. And they're like, I can see everything. There's nothing here that is not, needs to be uncovered. It's been uncovered. So I feel like the worst of the truth telling here is on the table. We've got it. We may not have got it from a horse's mouth, but we've got it instinctively. And they're starting to accept that. Starting to deal with the emotions with that. And the moon is now, I'll see clearly. And I'll be holding the secrets from now on. And those secrets are how I dealt with all of this. Again, there may be a need in the future to speak from this to others in order to help. But we'll move on here. Okay, the third row, the Divine deck. First card. We get Justice. Yeah. So this is on top of the denial. So give me a moment here to look over. Yeah, there's choices here that need to be made. In a sense of not wanting to make them, to hold things back or deny things. And justice really is the universal force that if we don't make those choices on our own or speak from it, I feel like we've made them spiritually, internally, emotionally already. We just not made them in our physical world. In our mind, they're there, made up, but we haven't put our foot down and spoken to the people that we need to speak to, deal with the situations we need to deal with, or, learn the lessons we need to learn. And the justice, really, the divine energy coming down and saying, well, we are going to get justice here one way or another. And if it doesn't come from you, it's going to come from us. And we're going to show you the way, kind of thing. Ooh, okay, so on top of the devil energy, again, the old burning away for the new, the devil getting in the way here, but there's success in figuring out what's what here. On top of that, we get the Hierophant. Well, what do you know? That's about the spiritual path. White buffalo woman, right? She is there gaining her strength and internal power. Yeah, we have a lot of internal power to come from here, and that is why we've overcome the energy of the devil. It's a temptation. For those that don't have their instinct, and those that are naive, and those that don't have that connection to spirit, they will get trapped up in that devil energy. And we may have for some time, but now are successful in gaining power over it, is the sense I get. Okay, now on the third row here, again, speaking to our emotions and the stability once we purge. And the moon, again, different type of moon here, illuminating our path forward. Why? Because we are so instinctive. We can see through this. Those that do not have our spiritual connection to the universal energies will not have the same moon. Their moon will be hard to see and cluttered with things that can trip us up. But because there's such a connection here with Pisces being the last sign, or, in some lists, but to me, it's like the last sign before Pisces and Aquarius, before we move into, like, Aries the first, Aquarius the last. Those two are very close to the universal energies, and it is very second nature to dip into their instinct. Like, what is that? That's just second nature. Okay. On top of the moon, what do we get there? We get the Six of Wands. There's the victory again. We have the victory. Why? Because we purged our emotions, and it created a stability in our emotional center. It created stability so that we could see things clearly. We weren't stopped up by our emotions to a degree we couldn't see straight. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. That just went slick. Because the justice is really coming. The decision that you have to make in the physical universe. Give me a minute here. Yeah, the sense is we know internally we don't want to, we're afraid of confrontation is kind of the sense I'm getting here. We don't want to confront those things that we need to confront. The universal energies are backing you. So they're going, it don't matter if you confront it or not, it's going. So I don't know if the Pisces is knowing this and then not saying that because they know the universe is going to push them in the right channel here or what. But there always are consequences here. Oh, they're just showing me. Oh my God. On this Justice card, the base, if I can go back there, the base of the foot here is a yin-yang symbol in orange and blue, my infinity colors. Ha! And he's got one foot in orange and one in blue. Just give me a minute there. Yeah. Which again is about the balance. Because I was about to say, usually when the universe comes in and has to deal, so it'd be like a tower moment, and it's almost like the Pisces intuitive. They know there's a tower coming here, so I'm not going to bother because it's just going to wash away, da-da-da. What needs to go. The sense I was going to give was there's usually a consequence for not taking action in that way, but they're going no. In this case, it's not so. I don't know why that is. Maybe due to karmic reasons. In other words, the Pisces may have enough good karma here. But again, it's self-esteem maybe, yeah, they're going in the self-esteem department. We may have to take a hit here because we truly didn't stand up for something that we knew we could, but it's something else going to take care of it, this kind of thing. So I'll just let that be. I'm getting a little too deep there. And then again, the Hierophant being connected to those inner emotions enough to get rid of the devil. Six of Wands, having the success through purging our emotions and the stability of that it creates. And now we see the moon shining, illuminating everything in our paths. There's no more obstacles. It's the sense I get here. To gaining what we want forward is the sense, okay? Messenger. Here we go. So the Messenger on top of the Justice. See the signs. We got 38. See the signs. Yeah, so look for signs and synchronicities. They will be pointing the way. It is the sense they're giving me. Now, just give me a minute. Yeah. See, they're showing me the Ankh of Life at the bottom here. It's kind of like the brooch that holds this guy's schmuck together. And then they're showing me the egg in the middle of it all. The beginning, the seed. And it's almost like the Pisces is on the way to now being free and clear and going to, one, their fate, two, where they want to go finally. Like we may have had some Pisces here that just been held back, that they just don't know what it's like not to be held back. And this is the new seed, like we're going to go. And also the peace and grace that's going to come because there's no more fighting after this. After this cycle is over and we've resisted and da-da-da. Again, there's an inability to confront this head on. Spiritually, yes. But not in the physical universe. We're not confronting this head on. Pisces love to do that. They don't like confrontation. Not many people do, but there's a sense here that things will be quite different from here on in. So I'll leave it at that. Watch for the signs. They're going to point the way. They'll warn you. and I'm saying warning is, again, wrong vibration. They will alert you to things coming. And then on top of the Hierophant, the messenger card there, we get respect your boundaries. Yeah, 33. Yeah, so we have worked hard to create boundaries. We may not be speaking outward to those, and we may have the universe take care of a few people who have been in that way trashing our boundaries, but we're going to have to respect them as we go forward, because this will make things easier as we continue. If we do not, this will be, you know, kind of like backtracking. But again, we can only go back so far. We're going to have to deal with this. But once it's dealt with, that energy field is there. So if we have someone treading upon us, that energy field becomes a part of us. If we don't allow that and we speak up for that, it does not become a part of us. So therefore, it removes. Six of Wands, the success with the emotional purging, all of that. What do we get on there? Be vigilant again. Yeah, this is in the Libra reading. Be vigilant as we go forward. Don't lose your instinct. Don't drop it. I dropped mine a few times. Yeah, too many times in the wrong places. And it really hurts. After it really hurts, you pay for it highly. So the sense here is we were very vigilant up to now. Don't think that you can just relax on your instinct and go, how you say, willy-nilly. You know, you have to be vigilant as you go forward, and then you will gain more success. Okay, that's pretty basic. Now we're ending it off here with the above cards. On top of see the signs, again, look for signs, synchronicities. Universal energies are behind you. There's things we don't want to deal with in our universe. There's going to be a little bit of a compromise there, because the Pisces has been on the plus path for a while. The feeling is we're going to let them have this round, whatever. But this is also detrimental to our spiritual path forward. We're going to make sure we don't drop any lines here. We got to stand up for our boundaries and keep going. But anyway, seeing the signs, what do we get there? We get Mother of Water. And she is a woman here in, like, it looks like a desert area where it's just getting downpour. And she's going to be soaking in all of the rain. And that talks about nourishing feelings. So the sense that we purged, right? Now we have room to give more nourishing feelings in where there was only pain, really, is the sense I'm getting. So see the signs? Because there's going to be nurturing stuff coming forward in whatever form. Again, that could be friends, family, yeah. Soul family, this kind of thing coming forward to groupings that are more deep spiritually. Respect your boundaries. What do we get there? The Six of Water. Creative expression. Yeah. Again, freeing up different areas, right? Because we've emotionally purged. There's no more stress, no more anxiety. There's no more doubling up on energies that just are not positive. We have a freedom to go into areas that feel good and light and airy. Creative expression, she's playing music here. That could be in any way art, in any shape or form. And again, being guided universally, whatever. And these are things that make us happy, right? Things that make us smile, that bring out passion, this kind of stuff. So this is going to also be a bonus to the Pisces here through this time of purging. Again, respecting, as long as we respect our boundaries, these other areas will flourish. So on top of be vigilant, we have the Six of Earth. It speaks to safe places. We have two sets of like some elves here. It's almost like they're hiding, and they know they're hiding because they feel safe there. And I feel like that's the Pisces and their internal, right? Very connected intuitively to their to the energies. And yeah, I think they found that being with the energies, the instinct, you know, going inside and feeling connected as highly as they do, they find that a very safe place to be. And they've learned from that. They've cleared energies, for one, and now they've learned that they can go forward in other ways. So, the bumper cards that I got here. Power, surrender. What do we get for Pisces? Surrender, procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. I do feel through this reading that there is a sense of procrastinating on communicating with someone about a boundary that we have within us, that we're extending outward to someone else. Like setting a boundary with someone and saying, no, you cannot cross here. I feel like that is being procrastinated on. I feel like the reason is because they feel like the universe is going to take care of it, and so they don't want to do it if they don't have to be the bad guy, right? It's kind of like that. It's like if you know, mom, wait till your dad gets home, that kind of thing, you know. Like I'm not gonna be the bad guy, that kind of thing. Is the sense I get. Okay, so surrender procrastination, not to it, but surrender it. That's your duty for the month, is to try and get over it, take action, and this will lead you quicker, faster in the ways of success. Now we have a angel card here, an anime. And it's Raphael talking about healing. Yes, high sense of this. Everybody, I think, really is in healing stages at some stage or like another. But yeah, this is what they were going through. Okay, give me a minute here, Raphael. I'm going to read from the book here. There. Okay, so this is a designated service is to heal the physical wounds of mankind. Yeah, Raphael is. So he appears to you in the cards today to bring your attention to and reassure you of his healing presence if you are in need of mental, emotional, or physical support at this time. Raphael's energy brings relief and recovery from physical symptoms of unhealed issues that exist in the subconscious. These symptoms arise where there is no outlet or means to express or discharge these issues. That's interesting, because that's kind of the sense that I get from the holding back. It's almost like there's no outlet to get rid of all this stuff, or they feel there is no. They're going, there always is an outlet, but it's just they felt like maybe there was nowhere understanding to go with this. That's why they went inside. So Raphael's elemental association is air, which is the Hermetic orders is said to be the result of combined energy of fire and water. Consider the steam resulting from that combination. It is no coincidence that letting off steam is a common way to refer to finding a means to release powerful emotions. Now consider a scenario where the steam cannot find an outlet and is trapped inside the body. It has to find a way to express itself. And in that desire for expression has a potential to create or find, as a result of building pressure, a need for release. A damaged cell and then puts its intensity into that cell. This leads to the proliferation of damaged cells, which in turn leads to disease. Raphael assists us in healing the physical manifestation of that unexpressed and unhealed emotion. Call upon him to heal physical wounds, and also on the power of Michael to remove the intrinsic issues that are the source of the wound. I feel like that's what the Pisces coming across here. I think we're coming close to the source of the wound, the intrinsic source. I feel like they've seen on the physical what's causing the problems. Now they need to find why they're attracting it, right? So yeah, so that is the anime. Raphael dealing with healing. So the fortune card for the Pisces, beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. Because that's your, be vigilant, right? Beware who you trust, because your energy is coming into healing here, and as much power as we can hold. The Pisces has a habit of letting others take too much from them before they notice themselves, because they may, you know, be on 50, 40, 30% battery capacity here, and everybody else gets, you know, the latter, and it's like, no, we got to be on the 70, 80, 90% all the time. You know, we can't be giving our energy out to people that, you know, one, don't deserve it, that kind of thing. And also, you know, things that we don't see clearly. And I feel like with the Pisces, part of that is naivety. Sorry, my goofy accent here. Whatever I just said there, it's due to that. The fact that they really do want to see the world with rose-colored glasses, but unfortunately, we are starting to wake up to the fact that this is just not the way the world is, and we have to just learn to pick and choose a little more sternly, a little more with more boundaries, who and what to go to, and make sure that we don't get abused in that way, or tempted in that way, in directions that just do not do us good. So be careful who you trust at this time. Beware. Healing is here. I feel like this is a constant for Pisces. And surrender your procrastination. Surrender that. Take action. It'll lead you to success. Follow the signs. They're there for you to see. So hopefully that helps you over the month here. Again, if you get your numbers over 100 here, 100 hits for the videos, I will bump up and give you a bonus reading in the love and sex side. Or if you want for work or general, you can post that below. If you notice the numbers getting high, you post work or general instead of love and sex, and I will go there. So take care, guys. Have fun and be kind.